Your boy Mayhem Jesus sitting in with David and Brandon. How you guys doing?
Awesome. We're doing great. Wonderful Friday. So
Yeah.
great to be
Oh,
here.
yeah, it is. Where are you guys at?
Brendan, you got that? Where are we from, Brendan? Tell the
Where are you
tell the
from?
crowd.
From
I
the
can't see you.
Boston
There
area.
you are.
Boston, Mass. Yeah.
Boston, Mass. Right
Yeah.
on. So born and raised?
Yep.
Did you guys like grow up together?
No,
No,
I
surprisingly
didn't
not.
I didn't meet these guys until I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We Brendan, you came what was it like? Was it either MySpace or some ad online, I think.
Yeah, it was MySpace.
MySpace will fucking date us old fuckers. You know that?
Yeah.
MySpace. These kids are what?
They're like, yeah, we have to give a reference. It was the first, I think it was the first social media site. I'm
Yeah.
hearing
First
about all
one
this
I ever
stuff.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live journal.
So where'd you grow up at yourself, David?
I grew up about 15, 20 minutes outside of Boston in a little suburb area. And music for me, it's always been a part of my life. So like growing up in the area, there were a lot of shows locally at the VFWs, and it always piqued my interest. So it was one of those things that's like, and I come from a big musical family too. My dad played in the 70s and whatnot when the Cars and Aerosmith, everyone was big, and he was in that scene. But going to the shows locally, like there was a lot of shows in my area, and that kind of drove me to like be a part of this. But yeah, I was right outside of Boston, and kind of easy life growing up, easy living.
Oh yeah, that's nice. It's good
Yeah.
to have that. It's give you time to concentrate on music and not worry about getting your shoes taken on your way to school.
I think that might have happened, but
Did it?
yeah.
I would bring out some repressed memories. It'd make for a good song, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we could, Brendan, we could tell Jeremy about like steal my shoes or something like that. We could come up with a working title.
So where are you from, Brandon?
I grew up about like 5 minutes out of Boston. I'm called Method.
Yeah.
You hear that accent?
I want to get you talking more so I can hear it. What'd you do when you were a kid? What kind of shit did you get into?
I didn't get into anything crazy, but no, I was just.
You might as well get your confession out, man. I'll forgive you afterwards. I promise. I'm a very forgiving dude. I got friends that feel better, even though they know I'm just a crazy ass on air personality, that they feel better just confessing to me. You'd be amazed at stuff that my friends confess. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead. What'd you do? What'd you do like when you were a kid? Were you into music then, or what was there to do in that area?
I didn't start really getting into music till I was like about 12, and finally picked up a guitar when I was 13. I was mostly into sports and playing hockey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Were you any good?
Was I any good?
Yeah.
I was pretty good.
Yeah. What hurts more, the morning after a game, or the morning after a hard show and a good after party?
Oh, shows and games are kind of the same. Like in high school, I had bad knees.
Yeah.
So I mean, after
hockey.
a show, yeah.
Oh shit.
And after a show, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Right. Do you get pretty active on your live show?
Yeah, I go a little bit. I've dumbed it down a bit.
Yeah.
Getting a little older,
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Whenever I found that whenever the older I get, like my concert experiences all the way around, from the pre-party to everything, to healing up after it slows down. It's amazing what a few years will do to a guy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So did you guys go to shows and shit like that when you were young? What was your first like concerts that you were into going on your own?
I can't remember.
What you got, David?
Let's see, first concert I saw King's X. You're gonna like this. King's X, Steve Vai, in Dream Theater as the closer. This was
Really?
back like way back. And I saw before that it was an acoustic set by the Nixons. Remember the Nixons?
Is that a punk band?
They had a little punk influence. The original drummer from that band is the drummer in Seether, or has been
really?
for the last 10 years or so. But yeah, I saw them at a Newberry Comics when that was a thing.
Really?
And they were playing, and they had a gig at the Avalon in Boston, which is now the House of Blues. And I got to talk to them. I'm like, well, that was another like influence. I saw that. I'm like, wow, this is so cool.
Hell yeah.
Playing for people and just jamming out, and then you have a huge gig like a few hours down the road. Like that was like eye opening. But the King's X, like my dad got me into the grunge early on, Smashing Pumpkins,
Yeah.
and obviously Nirvana, the classics. But and then like the 2000s hit, right? Like
Oh
this
yeah,
whole
new metal.
heaviness. Oh
Yeah.
man, like that like opened my eyes. I was like, oh my God, this is really what I want to be doing. Like this is exciting stuff. And I was like, oh man, this is gonna be like this forever. I can't like, this you're young because when you're young, you're always thinking like, yeah, this is gonna happen, it's gonna be here. And then it took a hard dive,
Yeah.
like 6-7 years later, and it was tough seeing that go, man. And it's
Well,
still like I'm waiting for it, like a major like kind of mass media of it coming back.
I think it is coming back. I mean, the pendulum's swinging, brother. New metal is coming back. I spoke with Elias Soriano from Nonpoint.
Nice.
And he was talking about, it was like a badge of courage to admit that you were into new metal because people were hating on it. But I mean, it's when you get that metalcore that's a lot of new metal sound and metalcore.
Sure. Well, and that's the thing, like, I'm sure Brendan would comment, but, just from my side, as I look at it, we look at ourselves as a hard rock band. And like the 2000s, all hard rock bands with an edge, active rock, as radio calls it, right? So, I mean, some bands had the rap influence, but that was cool, man. It brought a new element. Run DMC, obviously one of, the pioneers, and the Aerosmith collaboration back in the day. But, like, it was cool to see the bands like Linkin Park come up, and just any band in new metal that had like, I give props to Limp Bizkit, man. They came out, they bold about it, like cool new vibe, right? So it's like I just hate when I read, the trolls online talking about like, I can't believe you're part of that movement or that genre. It's like, dude, it was one of the most successful movements.
Oh yeah,
in like
the
metal
still
scene.
Influential. I mean,
right. I mean, look at all the arena bands. They were part of that movement. So I don't know.
Well,
that's just my feeling.
There's so many music snobs that don't have, that's all they have is to sit back on their computer and listen to shit and bitch about whatever they can bitch about.
Yeah.
And the bad thing is they get attention from it, and it just like, just don't give them any encouragement.
That's it's like their day job. They just wait for like Blabbermouth or Metal Sucks, or they just sit there like, oh, I'm gonna comment, like get the fingers ready to go.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I take that with same with reviews on places. If you look at a review and the person makes reviews on everything, that's probably just a picky fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Or if it's just like one, then somebody's pissed this lady off enough to fucking have her make a review that sucks. So I mean, you just got to kind of
roll with it.
Yeah, and the bigger you get, the less you need to look at the comments, because
true,
the people that matter will let you know.
Yeah, Brendan, how do you feel about that?
Was that?
Well, no, just like the whole early 2000s. Like I know what you're probably one of your questions, Mayhem, not getting ahead of here, but like influences. I know Brendan, you're more like the Metallica growing up, more the 80s, 70s, 80s stuff like that. I don't know. What was your thoughts on the 2000 kind of early stuff?
I mean, like early 2000s, I was listening to like a lot of different things. Like Korn was the new metal one I was into. Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, I remember seeing a Limp Bizkit show. I got a t-shirt, a concert ticket, and for $3. and something else, a t-shirt, a concert ticket, and something. I got 3 things for $3
Whoa.
when they were like just coming out.
Yeah, out of Bakersfield. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. It's a cool way to promote a show for a teenage kid. One of my first shows, actually, my second, I think my first was Manson with.
Oh, nice.
I forget who Manson was with. Yeah, but anyway, I've seen Manson so many times now. It's kind of sad.
How is this show? I mean, I never been to a Manson show.
It's not like it used to be. It's still pretty theatrical.
Yeah.
A comic that I like said it probably best, that you can't be a middle-aged Prince of Darkness. To keep that, he needed, I don't mean this, but he needed to die at 33 or something, and fucking, because you can't be a middle-aged, overweight fucking Prince of Darkness. And watching him try to climb back on stage and get out of breath, and it's sad. It's tough. Like Vince Neil and so many of these others, that it's sad. It's sad.
You can appreciate the love for what they love. They want to still do it. I commend that. I think that's great. But
every time I see a Vince Neil diet story, it just fucking it kind of makes me chuckle a little bit, because it's just gonna happen again. And I don't know. What do you think, man? It sucks. Motley Crue is always my band. Is that one that you like, Brendan?
Oh, I think you're on mute. I think you're on mute, Bren.
My thumb kept trying to hit it. And I wasn't really into Motley Crue, like the hair metals.
None of the hair metals?
Nah, not really.
So you broke it like the big four. You went to Metallica, Megadeth. Is that where you were? Yeah, Iron Maiden and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like about half of the big four. I can get into a little bit of Megadeth and a little bit of Metallica. Metallica's live show is fire. And did you get to see them at any of the shows they did last year?
I saw them 2019, 2018.
Yeah.
In Foxborough. And I saw them in I think 2004 for the St. Anger tour.
Oh yeah,
that'd have been a good one.
Yeah, that'd have been a good show. Yeah, I bet you guys. Godsmack's probably huge in your area. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, back then too. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of I'm in a small town, Indiana, so keep that in mind. But I'd been in Houston for a couple years, and I brought Godsmack here, and people had never heard of it, and that was like my first little taste of bringing new music to people.
That's awesome.
And, yeah, I'm back to doing that again. It's cool.
Yeah, they live like I live outside of my hometown now, but they have the singer actually lives a couple towns up from me.
Really?
Yeah, Sully in the New Hampshire area. I'm right on the line, but they all those dudes are from that area, and they all kind of slung it out in that area, and they still go back there, which is cool. I think they have a headquarters around there too, where they jam.
That's cool.
Tony's there and everyone. It's we all know, and there's some restaurants that have the big posters with the signatures on it. It's really cool. When they
that's cool that they give love back to where they're from.
Yeah, the big Boston band. But I was gonna say, oh man, what was it? You were just talking about it. We were talking about bringing Indiana. So Indiana. So do you know 103 GBF in Evansville?
Yeah, I'm about 45 minutes north of Evansville.
Wow. Okay, so small story here, if you don't mind. Mike Sandman Sanders, he was a program director over there at 103 GBF. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago. But he really supported this band, Silent Season. He loved what we were doing, because we were doing radio campaigns at the time. We were in All Access, and he was like one of the first ones that gravitated towards our first single that we released was called Chance. And
great song, by the way.
Thank you. And it was charting on GBF. We were beating out like these crazy acts. We were doing some cage matches to start, but he added it into rotation. He was a great dude, and unfortunately we didn't get the chance to play out there and see him at the time, because we were just like new to all this. We're like, whoa, radio and all. We're like, what's going on here? But RIP Mike Sandman. You know, he was a good dude, one of the first to support us, really.
Well, that's cool. You got some Indiana tie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's probably 45 minutes. I'm right on Interstate 69, so
oh, cool.
Probably
wow, small world. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's going on with the band now? You
Brendan, do you want to take that one, or do you want me to take that?
I'll just say that. I mean, we just did a live stream that you can actually check out. We did it this past Sunday, and I think we still got the link up somewhere, and you can still watch it. But other than that, you can take the rest.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, we, like Brendan said, we played the show virtually, and
how'd it go?
It was great. We had a good time. It was we did an hour set. It was streamed through Twitch. A lot of our fans and friends joined, and it was a great time. We played some old songs we hadn't played in many years, and honestly, it was a couple of years since we've like played in a setting, you know, even though there weren't people there, still it's like, you know, we were up against the wall, no audience, trying our best to put on a show without the kind of the emotions from the crowd, but It was fun. We had a blast. I thought we played a lot better, you know, compared, since we haven't done anything in a couple of years with the pandemic and everything going on, but you know, we're looking to get back out there and playing more. But I would say for this year right now, as you mentioned earlier, Mayhem Jesus, we're working on an EP. We're working on some new material to get out there. And we're promoting Wounds, as you know, right now, as that song picked up some steam for us. But yeah, it's all about the new music this year for us.
Hell yeah.
Playing shows, getting back out there, becoming engaged, and you know, we just want to keep pushing, man. We've been doing this for 14 years now, so we're really trying to make a hard push this year.
Yeah, well, you guys got a great catalog. I've been listening to it, you know, since we've been started talking, listening a little more in depth, and it's a lot heavier than I was expecting it to be. It you got some, you know, great riffs in there, and it's got a lot of heavy feels. I dig it. It's something I want to see a live show. If it translates to the stage, then I'm definitely with it.
You're gonna love it. And we got our riff master down here on the square below me. So
the riff master,
right, Brendan?
So have you been doing any writing? Anything coming to you here recently?
Oh, what, writing?
Brendan? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Got my computer set up in the basement. I've been doing some riffs down there.
That's the way to do it. Just get away from everything for a little bit down in a hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. A buddy of mine, he's got a studio. He sold all of his rental houses and dumped all the money into a studio, and it's really nice, set in the between a peach orchard and an apple orchard, called the Acoustic Bulldog Studios. And nice. I mean, yeah, slate digital top to bottom. It's a very nice fucking studio. But we're talking about putting a cabin out there and making it like a musician's Airbnb.
Man, that sounds so cool. We got to get out there, man. Once that happens, we're there.
Yeah, piping in from the studio to the cabin, put a fire pit and a gazebo and shit out there, and yeah, I think it'd be great.
A Mayhem Jesus, we're inviting ourselves. So
hey, you guys are welcome to, and we're gonna do a promotional thing for YouTube. Gonna call it, you know, the acoustic sessions at the Acoustic Bulldog, where the bands that come and do work out there, if they want to throw an acoustic, because my shit's all rock and metal, and I love to see rock and metal songs transposed to an acoustic, and do kind of like a ode to the MTV Unplugged kind of thing. And got a badass videographer that's going to work with us, and looking forward to it. So we'll have to, you know, I'm going to try to drag you into that if you.
Oh, please. We love it. We'll do it. Sign us up.
It's a cool little vibe out there. You know what I mean? I'll send you some pictures of it. It's really a cool spot. It's got a real family vibe. You know, everything I do has kind of got a family vibe.
That's awesome.
But yeah. So anything planned to be coming out anytime soon?
Yeah, like touring, you mean?
Yeah, anything at all. I would love to see you on tour.
Yeah, man. I mean, we love touring too. I mean, we got a good taste of it over the years. We went out with Seven Dust for a couple weeks. We went out with Gemini Syndrome was on that too. We've been out with 10 years and 12 Foot Ninja. We've opened for countless nationals. I mean, we love it. We have a great time and connecting with the fans, making new friends, networking. It's a great experience. But I think to answer your question, the hope is to get out there at some level and tour, and with all this kind of uncertainty still, but we know we have to make a conscious effort to like get back out there. It's like we're coming up to like 2.5 years here, right? So like at some point we gotta still play it safe, don't get me wrong, but like if we're gonna do this, we got to get out there. So and Brendan is primarily he does a lot of the driving, but I think he's gonna kick my butt next time and try to get me in the driver's seat. Although we found out I think Devour the Day, right, Brendan? The guys from Egypt Central, they had a conversion van, right, Brendan? It's like a conversion van.
It was like a moving truck, but they converted it into a tour bus.
Yeah, and there's a driver that comes with it, and they're like,
comes with it.
We want to do that because we don't have a label, we don't have a tour bus. We've had multiple broken down vans, so we need someone driving us.
Yeah, that's a plus in itself. That might be a good service for somebody to get into.
Oh yeah,
just do on a smaller scale. Yeah,
like Dave says, we need this, but I need this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I'm sick of driving.
Did they use the I can't back a trailer to get out of it?
Yep, exactly.
Look, yeah, I've heard that shit before too. Don't think you're alone here, Brendan. I'm in solidarity with you.
Well, Mayhem, we drove out to do a gig in South Dakota for a station out there, 94.1 The Rock, and great people. But we played out there. It was with Red, Hinder, and a few other folks. 10 Years was on that too. But we drove straight out. We didn't book a tour. We just did the gig. I mean, that's kind of who we are. We'll take a gig and go. And we drove. I think it was 22 hours, Brendan, or
26.
26. We drove straight out, and what was I going to say? Brendan was driving most of the time. And then, everyone turned around and looked at me and they're like, get in there. So I got to the driver's seat. No lie. I can't believe I'm admitting this. I hope Shannon or other people aren't listening, but I was like starting to nod off a little bit. Like I was going slow. I was going like 10 miles an hour. I was like doing one of those. I'm like, guys, I got to pull over for a minute. They got mad at me, but it's like, hey, we played it safe,
Yeah. You don't want to roll a bus van full of your bandmates.
Yeah,
so
I mean that's way back then.
Hours. How many did you drive, Brendan? Would you guess?
Maybe like 18 of it.
That's about what I figured. And you'll sleep when you're dead, right?
Was that?
You'll sleep when you're dead, or unless he's driving, and you might die while you sleep.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. Like I sat in the back seat and I couldn't sleep because I'm making sure they're not going to crash.
Yeah, that sucks when you can't sleep because you're terrified that you're going to lose your life.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
The things you have to do as an unsigned artist, I'll tell you, man.
I've heard that I can't back a trailer. It's quite a bit. It's not. You're not fooling anybody. Let me get that first off. You're not fooling anybody. I think I might have got my job halfway because I can back a trailer though. So that'd be
nice.
That's
so Mayhem. What you're saying is you're coming out with us on the next run.
Right. Hey, I'll split that 18 with you, brother.
Oh wow, nice. That'd be great.
Awesome.
I've got it different and different bands that I work with too. One of them has a bus that's converted into a tour bus and has bunks and all that. Nice. And then the other one, they don't want to sleep in a bus. They want a hotel every night. So they'll, it's a van full of fucking metal. Well, they're not even metal. I'd say they're a melodic rock band.
Oh, cool.
Well, Saturate.
Saturate. That's right. Yeah. Saturate. Very cool. Yeah. Tell them I said, what's up, Silent Season? What's up, Saturate?
Yeah, we're hoping to be hitting the road here before too long.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
I'm looking forward to touring with those guys. They they have fun on tour and they experience shit. And that's what I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it just to drive, a bunch of ungrateful non-trailer backing people around. Holy shit. I want to experience some stuff.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, I love that backdrop.
Yeah, I get you either love it or you hate it. Let me get my camera squared away here.
Yeah, that's I like that backdrop.
Yeah,
where'd you get that?
I've got a sponsor that is, or they're more of an affiliate. Ink Poisoning Apparel.
Okay.
And they take care of me on that, and a lot of clothes, and
that's like a good tattoo. I mean, I got space on this arm.
I'm probably going to hell for it.
So it's Jesus on. Okay. I see it.
Yeah, it's not good, man. I try till I can feel out who it is. I try to lean this way a little bit because
it's the moniker though, Mayhem Jesus.
It is. It's. I think I look at it more as a parody, more instead of a mockery. It's not a mockery. Right. It's a parody.
Hey man, you got to do what you enjoy in life, man. Can't let people tell you otherwise.
I don't. Clearly, I think I put myself at risk for losing sponsorships, but I don't want to be sponsored by people that aren't going to let me be me. That's kind of why I do internet radio instead of terrestrial, because I don't want to be censored. I can't. I say fuck too much.
We do too. Or at least I do. But you know what they say when people swear a lot? They have good intentions. So that's what I
do. And I really do. I don't want to hurt anybody. I want to
likewise.
I'll take a loss myself before I feel like, or I appear to have taken advantage of anybody. But man, my filter is not there. I joke about super inappropriate shit. I'll sit and smoke weed through an entire interview. It's just I'm not cut out for terrestrial radio at all. So Rock Rage has been good for me.
That's awesome, man. We love Rock Rage Radio. I mean, we've known John and Gigi for many years. They've been super supportive, and we're thankful for everything that they've done for this band. And it's so great to see the growth of Rock Rage over the years. I mean, like they're just killing it. They're owning. I see you guys are everywhere. It's like
we are everywhere.
It's awesome, man. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I owe a lot to John too. He's giving me the spot at Rock Rage has given me a legitimacy to talk to people that I love to talk to. I mean, you guys, I would never talk to you if not. It's so that little bit of legitimacy is what led to everything I'm doing, really. The tour management's all that's come from interviews and meeting people through radio. So it's kind of led to a dream job for me. I'm definitely I love Rock Rage. They've been awesome. Good to me.
Yeah, I see. I also saw like it looks like Rock Rage. You guys are going to do like kind of going back to the grassroots. You're doing the sampler, going out to the shows. You're going to put the bands. I'm like, man, that's so cool. That's how it's built, right? Like that's how it's done.
That's actually something similar to that is what got me where I first noticed Rock Rage. It was their booth at a festival that I was at, and I was familiar with them, and I just I took a picture of me dressed like Jesus at a festival. Nice. Where I was standing on the crowd. I was trying to make it look like I was walking on water, but instead of water being a crowd of people toward the stage.
Nice.
And it didn't come out quite like I wanted it to, but it got a lot of attention.
Yeah, still rocking. Nice.
So I got it. It got the attention enough to where I was able to talk my way into a radio show.
Did you get any footage of that?
Just a photo. Well, actually, yeah, I've got somebody behind me. I got a bunch of different angles, and I've got
I got to see that.
Yeah, there's a video of, I'll send it to you. I think I sent it in Messenger, where somebody was videoing the show. It was Disturbed that was playing. It was at Louder Than Life in Louisville in I think 2015 or 16, I think. And at the end of it, you can see like the person in front of them turn and look at me, and then they turn, and there I am standing up onto my buddy's shoulders.
They're like, "Oh, it's second coming. It's happening right now during Disturbed."
Yeah, it was a good time. It got me a lot of attention on that. That photo did, and then
go viral. Yeah.
Well, kind of sub-viral. I wouldn't say viral, but it got a lot of attention.
That's cool.
Yeah,
you got the brand, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of, I'd started it just because I saw people dressed like Power Rangers and all this dumb shit. I was like, fuck it, I can do
I'm gonna
this.
do it up. Yeah, I'm gonna top that. You know.
And you don't ever have to worry about like when you run out of beer at a festival, because all I have to do is go and don the Jesus robe, and everybody wants to party with you. Everybody wants to smoke a joint with Jesus. Everybody wants to do a shot with Jesus. I get wasted just trying to get from my car to the venue.
Turning water into wine, man.
Oh man, I got a picture that was just posted that is an homage to that, I guess.
I love it, dude. It's so cool. Nice.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's been a lot of fun. Some people get people want to be offended about everything, and I get some people that that
totally
give
chill
me shit for it. But
but that's how they're totally chill.
I don't do it with hate in my heart or any maliciousness. So
yeah, you gotta be peaceful, man. It's all about being nice and giving back. That's how we are in this band.
Well, and that's what I definitely try to get back. I try to get these bands that if I'm going to interview them and talk to them, they're bands that I like and think people need to hear. And
that's awesome.
I like to think, I know that I do, at least I get people some fans, and that makes me happy. I like bringing new bands to people. It's like the Godsmack thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I like being that guy that, introduces you to your new favorite band.
You're like, so Mayhem Jesus is like the next Clive Davis. You're gonna break them big.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm a professional buddy is what it comes down to. I buddy up with the bands, and then I send it out and disperse like a Johnny Appleseed of music.
That's awesome, man. Hey, we need folks like that. People. It's great to hear that you support and help the bands get the names out there. That's great. It's really good.
It's amazing that I don't get excited by the big names at the festivals anymore. I get excited by the little ones that are supporting it. My playlist is probably 95% unsigned bands.
That's awesome.
It's just it's crazy too, and they're great songs. I mean, and people that take time to listen to them agree with me.
Well, it's so cool too from our perspective, at least from my perspective. Well, and I'm sure Brennan, you agree, but like seeing new bands come up, like I know when Nothing More came up, I think it was in 2013, like they just signed their deal with Better Noise, like they were, or 11-7 at the time, they were blowing up, like with that song. Sorry, the song was escaping me at this time, but it was so cool to see, because like there was a little lull with no new bands coming out again, and then to see that and then blow up and just be so cool, and like they're cool with the fans and stuff, like it's like, oh man, it felt like the early 2000s again. It's like all hard rock metal, it's coming through again,
right?
Like, so
well, to see a band go from posting that they're going to be playing at this bar and this fucking little something to they're touring with Seven Dust, I mean, that's a cool thing to watch that process too. And I don't know, maybe it's selfish and egotistic, but to feel like you have a little bit of part of that is a cool feeling too.
And we're talking about Seven Dust. We brought it up a couple times. Those dudes are like unbelievably awesome. Like they treated us the best on the road, and they gave us like a per diem. They gave us money to like eat and stuff, and like took care of us. Like we had great VIP like dinner, food, and it was just like it was the real way to tour. Like, and they welcomed us into like a family, and it's like
It's never not always like that.
I know.
Everybody that talks about Seven Dust says the same thing. LJ, I know, is a really, really genuine dude, and my buddy Kevin Wall, he played with a band called Kellen Heller.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. Yep.
Yeah, their drummer is a buddy of mine.
He's a killer drummer. I've seen his moves on I think they posted a few times about him on major like Blabbermouth and stuff, like he was like going nuts. Yeah.
And Morgan Rose is his icon. So
you'll ask anyone in this band, Brendan will vouch for me. I was watching Morgan Rose every night. I just wanted to be on tour to watch Morgan Rose. Like, I was excited. Don't get me wrong. I was excited to play, but like I was a fan. I try not to be a fanboy, but I was a fan.
it's hard not to sometimes.
I was just like watching him every night. I'm like, how is he doing this? Like, where did he come up with that move? Like, how did I not think of that?
That's what I just had Trauma, Jeremiah Stratton from Head PE.
Oh yeah.
And I was telling, he's fun to watch too. I love to watch a drummer that's energetic and moves and that fluidity that comes with it.
Yeah.
But then you get some of these drummers that, and they sound great and they're on time all the time because that's what all they do is count, I guess. It'd be my guess. But they don't move and it's their hands and they do everything right. And it sounds great.
Yeah.
It'd be good studio stuff. But as far as a live show, man, I love to watch a energetic, active drummer.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to be, as I'm getting a little older, but I try to go crazy, and like really like lunge and do all the moves. And I have a couple in the repertoire. I put the stick like on the side. It's a Morgan Rose route. If you're hearing this, Morgan, I'm sorry. I'll give you some royalties on it. Yeah.
I think you'll be okay with it.
Twirling the stick, bouncing the stick, all that stuff. But and Brendan's got some guitar moves. Right, Brendan?
You do spin? Do you twirl your?
I twirl my guitar pick.
Really? I would. So you can't be driving. You need to be back entertaining the guys with your guitar pick twirling.
Yeah.
So, what kind of places? What's your favorite place you guys have played so far?
Biloxi.
Really? I'm going to be in Biloxi, not in the near future.
It was called the Hard Rock Hotel, Brendan, right?
Hard Rock Casino, I think.
Casino, yeah, that was on the 7- run, like that. It held what, 2,000, Brendan?
Something like that, and just the light show alone, like
unreal.
whoever was running that light show was on point with our songs, even though he'd never heard them before.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go see a show there, so I'm looking forward to checking that out.
You're gonna love it. It's great out there.
Is that probably yours too, or where's your favorite place to play?
That was really fun to play. I would say that venue. I'm just trying to think what other. We've played a couple of places around here. Like being the hometown, it wasn't as big. Oh well, Palladium is pretty big. It holds what, 1,000, Brendan? 1,200.
I think it is something like that.
In Boston, in Worcester, rather. Excuse me, but we've played there. We've opened for like Fallen in Reverse, Black Veil Brides. And that was totally cool. Like, cause you're in New England, you're in your home area, and you're playing the massive show. Finally, you're on the big stage, and it's funny. Quick story. The promoter at the time, this guy Jose, we miss him. He doesn't do it anymore. But one night I was like on the Palladium website just looking for like what shows were coming up, and I see this banner for Falling in Reverse, and like I think Sleeper was on there and some other band. I the other one escapes me, but and it said Silent Season at the bottom. I'm like, our logo. I'm like, what is this? I called all the guys immediately. I'm like sweating. I'm like nervous. I'm like, what is this? And I emailed Palladium. I'm like, are we on this show? It's like, yeah, man, I put you on. I love you guys. Like, can you do it? I'm like, I thought we had to call you and harass you to be on the show. This doesn't work this way. And we're like, we'll be there tomorrow to set up for a show that's a month out. You let us know we're there.
Yeah, right.
Like, we were like, at the time, I think we were like in a lull. We didn't practice much. We're like, oh man, we got to get back on this like right away. But dude, as soon as those lights hit and the couple thousand, 1,500 kids screaming, it was like, whoa, this is great. And we also, even like when we played with Black Veil Brides, we weren't sure how their audience was going to, even though we're all hard rock at the end of the day, they're slightly different style than us. The fans loved it. We killed it with merch.
I think that it's you don't have to pair it perfectly with the opener and the supporting band and the headliner. It doesn't it's like give them a little bit of a buffet.
I like that, buffet. Give them the buffet.
I bet you. I bet you never considered it like a buffet before, have you?
Oh man, yeah.
That's what happens when you smoke so much weed. You get the munchies and everything's a buffet, dude.
Hey man, I love menus at pretty much any restaurant. So
Yeah, where do you like to eat at whenever you're on the road? What's your favorite spot to stop at for whenever I'm out? I need to check out where I need to go.
Well, you probably know about this being on the road on and off. But Brendan, why don't you tell them about the place we discovered in Orlando? You know what I'm talking about. Begins with
Was that Orlando?
It begins with the
Was
letter
that
S.
Orlando?
I think it was when we recorded with Brett Hessler.
Oh, Steak and Shake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Steak and Shake was a big one for us. Yeah.
Steak and Shake. I like Steak and Shake because I like the way they cut their pickles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the little things, dude. But that the way they cut that pickle.
I love pickles. You're talking to the right person.
Well, depending on the pickle, like I don't like McDonald's pickles.
They're
not very pickly, dude. They're I don't know.
Yeah, they're a little more on the vinegar, like you kind of, I hear you.
They're more on the gross fucking side is what they are. I'll still eat it, and if I can, I'll pick it off and throw it out the window or wherever.
Sure. On a bad, if you're having a bad day, you're like, nah, I'm not doing this.
But I'm like that with anything. Is there like pizza? You get those people that if there's one fucking mushroom on a pizza, they can't, unless you're allergic to it or some shit like that. I get it. But if it's just because you're a whiny little bitch and can't pick off a mushroom, I mean, come on.
I just had a pizza before this interview, and
what kind of pizza did you get?
Oh, it's just a cheese. It's kind of thin crust, and I was dunking it in the creamy Italian.
Oh, there you go.
That's a New England thing.
Yeah,
or ranch.
I've never. We do a lot of ranch around here, but I've never
creamy.
dipped it in creamy Italian, huh?
Yeah.
There's about 13 different jokes I can make about that, dude.
Well, I thought so. I say this on all the interviews. I might as well bring it up. We're talking about food, but I thought you were gonna ask like, hey, how did you guys start? And I tell the story on there. I'll condense it down. But I knew Jeremy from other bands, but we started this band out of a Wendy's. In all seriousness, we were sitting down and coming out of the scene, and we said, hey, we want to start something serious. And we were talking about this, trying to be very serious, and we were eating fries and having a Frosty. And that's how Silent Season came about. And then we called Brendan, got working with him out of my parents' basement with all of us and trying to pull this together, but it all stemmed from this Wendy's discussion.
No shit.
With ranch, I think ranch was in the mix too.
What brought you all to Wendy's?
That was the thing to do back when we were growing up. It's like you
so
go get
kids,
lunch.
You're like just
skateboard. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, just
that was like the spot to go and chill, get a Frosty and some fries. Do you guys dip your fries in the Frosties?
I think Brendan does.
That's savage.
I've never been to the Wendy's, I don't think.
You never been to a Wendy's? What?
I don't think
Wendy's
so.
chili is pretty good. You gotta overlook the fact that they're using like 3-day-old hamburgers to make the meat, but if you can get past that, I dig their chili. Their hot sauce is fire.
Oh yeah.
I like their chili sauce stuff.
I can't believe I'm saying this. They used to have remember they had the salad bar in the restaurant? Like,
oh yeah.
You try to like get like the hamburger and the fry and be like totally unhealthy, but then you'd go get a salad thinking like you're balancing it to be healthy. That was me.
Oh yeah. I never did that. The only time I would do that so I could like fill up if it was something that I wanted to take home with me. If I could, I'd like get an entree and then that salad bar, I'd fill up on that fucking salad bar.
Dude, it was so good. The dressing, the bacon bits, everything.
Yeah, mine would be like three things of lettuce, like a pound of ham and bacon, and then like way too much cheese, and that's probably about it. But it was colorful. I'd get a colorful if I could. Some Thousand Island or something. Thousand Island was a good one when I was a kid.
Thousand Island is good. You know, I love you guys got like the Ken's dressing out in Indiana, like Ken's.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm not like a big salad dressing connoisseur either, though. So
okay.
I know
there's a salad dressing.
If you get past Hidden Valley and whatever local bullshit,
I'm done.
I'm out. I don't know.
There's Paul Newman. Paul Newman. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm with you on Paul Newman. That's it though. I mean, that's like legit it. Yeah,
That's right. What
it.
am I saying? Ken's is like a New England thing. You know, Brendan, you know about Ken's, right?
I don't eat salads.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about all this.
What do you eat now? I went to Blue Ridge Rock Festival, and the people that camped next to me were from Maine.
Oh, really?
And they brought like moose meat.
Ooh.
I had moose sausage for breakfast, and yeah, it was an interesting. Yeah, Aaron and Brian and Liz and Rich.
Maine's a good spot. We tend to either go in New England, we go to the Cape, or we go to Maine. Those are like the vacation
So
spots.
do you big on seafood?
I see food and I eat it. That's about it.
I can't get down. I like shrimp and like crab legs.
Bacon wrapped scallops.
I would try anything wrapped in bacon, dude.
I know, that's why I got into it.
It could be grilled ox dick. If it's wrapped in bacon, I'm probably gonna have to give it a fucking taste. It's a bacon, dude.
I love it. This is going to be the preview clip when we post on social media.
Yeah,
that goes to the full video. This is like the video cover. Yeah,
I've kind of got to the point where I don't think I'm going to do any editing of these either. Unless a band says something that's going to fucking jeopardize their career. My career is pretty well fucked anyway. I'm never going to be fucking. So I'm just going to lean into it, dude, and write it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's way to go. Definitely write it out. But going back to your seafood question, like I'm gonna get hate for this being a New England guy, but
yeah,
I don't really hang with the seafood. I'm more of a turf guy.
Yeah.
I like the meat, the red meat, you know, nice steak tip, you know.
Oh yeah, steak, anything. I don't care. Steak. Give me steak and potatoes, and
yeah.
You know, I don't care what form the potatoes in.
Man, I'm getting hungry again.
I am too. See, that's what happens whenever I smoke before and into the interview. The last half always ends up being about food. That's my side effect to the medicine.
Brendan, Salt Bay opened a restaurant in Boston, right? Remember the dude that does the salt thing?
Oh yeah.
He opened a restaurant in Boston, and then
yeah,
and then there's that other. Who's the crazy chef that screams at people?
Gordon Ramsay. He just opened it up this week
in Boston, and right,
really?
He opened up a restaurant. Like Boston's become this big cooking hub lately. You know?
Really? Huh?
You got to get down here, Mayhem.
Well,
yeah,
the
Wahlburgers. Yeah,
it all goes back to the fucking Wahlburgers.
Donnie,
you guys love the Wahlburgers?
Good spot.
One.
It's good.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah.
Where's there one there?
There's actually one in Linfield, Brendan. Right now, where King's Bowling is. It's in that plaza.
Oh, all right.
They opened one up
try
there.
That out.
It's a good spot.
I'm gonna have to try one.
Brendan's really from Chicago. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Don't let the accent fool you.
Are you really from Chicago?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, God damn. Dude,
no, I say that I'm joking because he's like, I never been to Wendy's. I never had Ken's dressing.
No,
I'm like,
I think everybody from Wendy's, I think they like christen their kids at Wendy's in Chicago. Fast food is a big thing in Chicago. I think they got everything.
Yeah. That's good. I should be there. I should be there.
That's what fucks me up is like the Checkers and Rallies, where it's like the same restaurant but different names and different locations.
We ate at Checkers in Florida.
They got great fries.
That's right.
If you love their fries, and you're talking about the same fries. But like where I'm at, it's called Rallies. But you go somewhere else and it's called Checkers, and it's like Big Boy and what's Big Boy's other? There's another name for that out like in LA and shit.
Oh, it like you're talking about like In-N-Out or
no, it's like a name, somebody's name.
Hardee's?
I can't think of it, but it's the same kind of thing. It's the same fucking restaurant, same menu, same. It's just they like it's licensing or some kind of copyright shit in the area that they can't.
And good pickles too, right?
I don't know. Steak and Shake's the only. Steak and Shake is tops on pickles for me, dude. Unless they don't put them on at all, that's number one, and then after that is Steak and Shake for sure.
Yeah, Steak and Shake was like it was a newfound love for all of us. We're like, we played a show in
Their little
Alabama.
baby fries kind of
like,
fucked me up.
Yeah,
I could do with a different fry.
for
Give me
sure.
give me some Checkers fries with some cool cut pickles.
Dude, we gotta come out with you guys and saturate because I know you're gonna be doing this like in 2 days. So we gotta let us know where the first stop is.
We're definitely looking to be on the road, dude, and it's gonna be an adventure. I made the comparison to adding Mayhem Jesus to the Saturate crew is like adding Mentos to Diet Coke. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna get sticky, but it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, we love to, we wanna play. I mean, if you guys are out here, let's do something, or in your area, we'd love to do something. That would be great. We're all about the gig.
I'll just on my social media stuff. I'll definitely be keeping everybody posted on what's going on. So
nice.
If we're gonna be anywhere close to you, reach out, and I'm definitely gonna be trying to catch a live show from you guys.
Yeah, man. Well, we're excited to play. I mean, it's just been so long. We want to get back out there.
Yeah. Well, now's the time to do it. There's no time like the present.
That's right. Got to capitalize.
Do you have any social media stuff that you want to promote before we get off of here?
Yeah. We have a website, silenceseasonmusic.com, where you can get like our merch, media, etc. But we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I think the Facebook one it's like / Silent Season Music. Twitter Silent Season. I know we didn't standardize all of them. Instagram Silent Season Band, and we're also on TikTok too. We're new to that, so guys, we're trying to get that all in place, so bear with us.
Are you doing TikTok dances?
Brendan is.
If I was gonna guess anybody doing it, it would have been Brendan for sure.
Trying to get TikTok famous.
I bet you will, dude. You're just the type that will too. You know what I mean? You will.
We're using like 200 hashtags, hoping they'll pick up, and it's like 500 views. Like,
yeah, and I know it. I can see him now.
We're on YouTube, all that stuff. Yeah, if you type it in Google, you're bound to find us. So, but yeah, we're doing that, and just again, you'll hopefully be hearing more about us in 2022 into the new year. So, yeah, this is us right now. This is where we're at.
Well, keep me in the loop. We've got your stuff on the Rock Rage server, but send me some MP3s to Mayhem Jesus, and I'll put you in some of my promo stuff too.
That's awesome. No, we appreciate this, Mayhem Jesus, and again, thank you to you, thank you to Rock Rage Radio, John, Gigi, and the whole crew, for having us on. And it's
Absolutely.
so good. We'd love to do more of these conversations. I mean, I think we can have our own show here. Like it's so many topics. Like it's really cool.
I don't do a typical interview at all. It's very conversational. I try to just bullshit and get to know you.
Yeah, that's great. We love that.
I bartended for 18 years off and on, so I just treat every interview like they're a new customer at the bar, and it goes a lot smoother than me trying to do a bunch of research and getting shit wrong and stumbling. And I give me a doobie and a Heineken, and I'm good to go.
Good to go. Yeah, we'll take a shot of Jaeger too.
Oh yeah, I'll do a shot of Jaeger with you.
All right. I wish I actually think I have a bottle. I'm at my parents' house right now, so I didn't create noise at my house. But I think there's a bottle downstairs in the fridge, but I should have got my shot glass ready to go. But next time.
Hey, next time.
Oh, here go. Brendan has something. Hold on.
Oh, what are you breaking?
Oh, there it is. Sam Adams.
All right. Oh, yeah. Of course it's Sam Adams. That's real Chicago of you, Brandon.
Oh, it's really Boston of me.
That pisses you off when they do that, doesn't it?
Nothing was like when we were in Florida though, and I was buying Sam Adams, and some guy was like, "Oh, do you like that?" I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not too dark, but the Boston Lager's really good." He goes, "Oh, a little taste of home, isn't it?" I'm like,
oh. The lager kid and the cat kid.
Got that lager. That's awesome, dude. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys taking the time and working with me on the scheduling and
absolutely, man. Thank you for having us on. We had a blast.
Absolutely. You guys take care. And I'll be in
Thank
touch
you.
with you.
Rock on.
See you.
Have a good one.
Yep. Later.
Later.
Bye.